Hello Internet, Sweaty Hewlett here with another Burn and Learn. It's late, but it was great and surprising because, let's face it, last night it was horrible. My poor Bratlett was up all night with these sort of crazy, twisted fever dreams and then was throwing up all morning, and the dog was having senior moments, and I did not think I was going to get to this, but I did, and I did better than that. I actually did an extra few minutes because I was so engrossed in the book I'm reading. But for those of you who don't know, a Burn and Learn is my bid to remain fit and alive long enough to raise my amazing son who's snoring somewhat happily upstairs, and enjoy the twilight years with my beautiful, brilliant wife Jane, who's out shopping, I believe, with my stepmom. No danger there. But today, the learn was back to Mind for Numbers, which, as I say, I've just been sucked into. It's so cool. It's all these great sort of, I mean, I want to say tricks, but they're not tricks, but just sort of methods for learning, and some of the stuff they come up with. I love this. What is it, the mental palace or whatever they call it, the memory palace, where you try to place things you want to remember in the most memorable way around an environment that you're familiar with in order to sort of jog your memory and keep you thinking about things. You know, things like, you know, flying horses to remember that force equals mass times acceleration, that kind of stuff, because it's a flying mule ass. For some reason that sticks in your head. Just a lot of those kind of like fun tricks there, and I'm really looking forward to sort of, I mean, bringing this to a level for Bratlett as well, because he's struggling, because not because he's got any kind of a learning issue, but because he doesn't know how to learn. I mean, those habits haven't been built in, and I think there's a tendency to just look stuff up when you need to, rather than try to draw from memory. And I think that, while that affects us, we've at least had a past where that was a part of it, where a lot of these kids just don't. And there's still a component to memorization that helps you lock stuff in and be able to sort of, you know, look for interesting new ways of putting things together. So I think it's a key to creativity as well. I mean, I'm not saying learn by rote. I think learning by rote stuff is probably a waste of time, and they seem to touch on that in this book. But just amazing. As I say, I was just like plowing along, and all of a sudden, no, look at that, it's 48 minutes and 30 seconds or something, which is way more than I usually do on a day that I didn't think I was going to get to it. So a bunch of fun things going on as well. I've got my my Roomba that I discovered in my geek trash run. You know you've hit a moment in society when people are actually throwing out robots. So I got a new battery for it. I got a couple of new IR LEDs, I believe, IR LEDs, I think they're IR LEDs, LEDs, for the bumpers, which were causing it to sort of roam around in a circle and beep at me. So once I've got that back together again, I'm hoping to sort of integrate that with Easy Robot and play with that a bit too, or just have it vacuum, because frankly, I don't like vacuuming. I hate vacuuming almost as much as I hate exercising. So there you go, there you have it, there you be. Until we geek again, sweaty or not, here I come, cheerio!